It's a beautiful day at the newsstand. Very, very sunny day this morning. And I welcome you all to another interesting edition of Bystanders at Newsstand. Thank you so much, viewers, for joining us on this program. And we really appreciate you for always staying glued to Flip TV. All right, I'm Michael Adekunle. I'm here to review what we have on today's papers. Of course, I have my reviewers here with me as well. The viewers watching, don't forget that you are also reviewers on this platform. All right, to what we have this morning, very, very important. We have Daily Trust newspaper, we have This Day, and Vanguard newspaper. Let's quickly check out what they are saying concerning the situation of the country, the situation we found ourselves in Nigeria. All right, very, very important one on our sheet. Nigeria sitting on keg of gunpowder. That's what the Sultan is saying here. Nigeria sitting on keg of gunpowder. Sultan. To the next one is the rider who distribute 42,000 tons of grains for free. That's what the federal government is telling the citizen. Right here on the front page of Daily Trust. No, crashing food prices is better. No, crashing food prices is better. That's what experts are saying. No, don't distribute these grains. Crashing food prices is better. Can NBA demand concrete action? Can NBA demand concrete action? Of course, a drastic approach to solving this issue is what we need at this point in time. The hunger in the land is so much that the government find lasting solution to it. Zulum Abiodun Sanwo-Olu unveil measures. Zulum Abiodun Sanwo-Olu unveil measures. On to the next one. Amid economic hardship, Trust Radio brings joy to lovers. Okay, you can see this story on the 25 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Upstream Commission transfers over 200 staff to Lagos. Another story here, 60 reps proposed bill to return Nigeria to parliamentary system. Down the paper, what do we have here? Military busts gun factory in Plateau State. Military busts gun factory in Plateau. You can see the pictures on the front page of this paper. Others killed one, burn 146 houses in Yobe. Others killed one, burn 146 houses in Yobe. Moving on to another paper here, another one. This day newspaper with a crucial headline. What's the headline saying here? Sultan of Sokoto, Nigeria sitting on keg of gunpowder. I'm sure we'll have our comments dropping on the comment section right now. And please drop the link in which people can call on the program on the comment section. Very, very important. Sultan of Sokoto, Nigeria sitting on keg of gunpowder. This has been said many times, on the platform that Nigeria is sitting on keg of gunpowder, and it's a signal to the Nigerian government to do the needful, let people or citizens enjoy the dividends of democracy. Says youth unemployment poses grave danger, laments nation's economic hardship, declares people deeply frustrated, hungry. People are deeply frustrated and hungry. Buyers are to immortalize Wigwe as Adeboye Sonwolu, Adeola Adelusi, Adeluyi visit deceased parents. To the next one, which is Vanguard newspaper. Vanguard newspaper. Bandits now rape our women. Zamfara indigene laments. Bandits now rape our women. Zamfara indigene laments. On hardship, we can no longer pacify our subjects. Northern monarchs tell Tinubu, we can no longer pacify our subjects. Northern monarchs tell Tinubu. I hope this paper is displayed, right? The Vanguard newspaper. Okay, thank you so much. On Edo 2024, Labour Party aspirants back state leadership's position. That's what we have here. On Wigwe, US provides pictures of crash location assassinate months. All right, we have our reviewers set to express their views concerning these topical stories on the front pages of Nigerian papers. Let's quickly join them. Matthew, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Mike Adekunle.
Welcome on board.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so another edition of Vice Singers.
Permit me to acknowledge the Mr. Kunle family who, out of his magnanimity during this time of, will I say, famine in Nigeria, reach out to the viewers in terms of gesture, green gesture. So I say, may God, in His infinite mercy, replenish his pockets. Because from what we are seeing in Nigeria, we are seeing what the emirs are telling the president, that they cannot longer continue pacifying their subjects. So I think someone like Kunle over there have seen what is happening on ground. Of course.
Okay, I would really appreciate you, Kunle,
For you,
thank you so much for that gesture. As you can see, it's obvious that Nigerians are frustrated. Honestly, they are hungry.
frustrated over.
Nigerians are frustrated and hungry.
You want to tell them your own situation?
You know, everyone has been lamenting the economic hardship we found ourselves. Matthew, 42 tons of grains. Will it solve anything?
But Mr. Mike, let me tell you one thing. It's not even that.
Sorry.
The problem we have is will it, even if it will not, even if it's grossly inadequate, will it actually get to the targeted recipients? That's the problem. Don't forget that before now, the federal government roll out 5 billion worth of grain to each state. You know what it means, 5 billion worth of grain? At the end of the day, I don't think any vulnerable person got it. In Lagos here, it was alleged that they were selling grain that is meant for the vulnerable. So the problem in Nigeria has always been management of resources. The president may have a good intention, just like Muhammadu Buhari's government. Look at the humongous amount we are hearing under Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. Look at the amount that the suspended Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Betta Edu, is alleged to have paid into an individual's account. So the problem is not even with government intention. The problem is with people who are saddled with the responsibility of implementing the government intention. And if the president can have his way to ensure or have a monitoring team that report directly to him, because he must put his eye must be on particularly that humanitarian affairs ministry, women, and the ministry have to do with women as well, because this is where you deal directly with the people, you deal directly with the vulnerable. So like I said, the quantity may be grossly inadequate, but the major challenge is not the quantity. The major challenge is Will it get to the targeted recipients?
And that's what Udozi Chima is saying here on the comment section. It is not all about
will it get to them?
making this.
So any way the government can make sure that it get to the targeted recipient, I'm in support of it.
All right, Udozi Chima, even if it gets to the targeted recipients, how long will they eat?
No, I've said it's grossly inadequate, but let it get to the targeted recipients first.
We have over 200 million people in Nigeria.
The last data of National Bureau of Statistics say about 133 million Nigerians are dimensionally poor. So to that extent, I know the figure would have increased, but I think we should, as a people, look at how do we address this insecurity. Because the food crisis we are seeing, there is no way you can address it under the atmosphere of insecurity. What the emirs are saying, I think they are on point, that they can no longer continue to pacify their people. And they are telling Mr. President directly. I said this the other time, even before the election. I said if a Southern wins that election and the problem we are seeing continues, that the Northerners will not tolerate the Southerners the same way they tolerated Muhammadu Buhari. I think it's playing out. Though I'm not saying there's justification for leaders not to solve the basic problems. Because whether we like it or not, Nigerians' welfare, their security, is the two major primary purpose of governance. That's the way the constitution puts it. And these two areas, the government have not been able to address it. The welfare of Nigerians is nothing to write about. Their security is an issue. I understand that Wike is making some effort, but I don't want to applaud any effort or to start seeing possible results. So for me, however the president wants to do it, address the excesses of Fulani herdsmen. All this why they have been accusing Fulani herdsmen of culpability in Benue, in Plateau, in Taraba, in even Southwest here. They have not come out to say no, we are not involved. If Ghana government could rise against Fulani herdsmen, you should know what they're up to. Nigeria should not make. I'm not saying we should criminalize Fulani herdsmen who are not troublesome, who are not kidnapping, who are not doing bad things. But we cannot continue to tolerate a situation where Fulani herdsmen will come to Ogun State, come to Delta State, come to maybe Enugu State, stay in the bush, kidnap people. Look at the other day, passengers that were going from, I think, Lagos to the north. 2 vehicles were entering into the bush. And in most cases, most of these things are not reported because at times I will see it on social media. I will doubt whether it's true. Before you know it, you see it on the national dailies. So most of all these things are even underreported. So the president must, as a matter of urgency, responsibility, face Fulani herdsmen. If it means, because that is the only way he will earn support of somebody like me. Because you must protect lives and property.
You can see what the indigenous of Zamfara State are saying. Their women are being raped.
It's quite unfortunate. It's that bad. Mr. Mike, let me tell you that. No, wait, let me tell you. I've had conversation with a police officer who said he's even celebrating that he has been posted to Lagos State. He said Nigerians do not know what they suffer in Zamfara State, what Nigerians in Zamfara State are suffering. He said we have a situation where bandits will look at a family, they'll see a fine girl. They will write to the family, go and deliver that girl to us, they will keep the location. He said once that is done, 2 things are left for the family. In fact, the only option is either you run away, quit that community, because if you fail to deliver the girl, they will come after the family, kill as much as they can, and equally take the girl. And for the purpose of abusing her.
We have different comments on the comment section. Like,
no, Lee was saying I was lamenting. Mr. Lee, sorry. I want you to come.
Gladys Oyabo is saying something.
No, Lee said I'm lamenting.
The cloud is covering.
Why, okay, what do you think I should do?
It's been coming.
I'm telling the government what to do. Faithful and enhancement, they are the major issue here.
Mr. Matthew,
and you say I'm lamenting.
Mr. Matthew, let me tell you why you are lamenting. We understand that if we must face insecurity in this country, religious extremism must be tackled head on. But here you are a religious fanatic.
How?
You would not
How?
support.
Sure?
Yes,
Sure?
How?
yes, he is. He
How?
is, Mr. Matthew.
Prove it.
When it comes to religion, that's his bane, that's his weakness.
How?
I have,
Has he
we,
ever criticized?
where he has never come here to criticize pastors
No.
or Muslims, right? Or Muslim clerics.
disagree.
You got it wrong.
If
You got
we
it wrong.
must tackle terrorism, banditry, whatever,
Give you an example.
we must control religious extremism. But here you have not for one day called out because you are a Christian, you have never for one day called out the Christian leaders. Most especially, look at what's happening in Plateau State.
But wait, let me correct one I don't know.
Look at what is happening in Plateau State. Most of this conflict going on is even perpetrated by the Christians there.
But wait, let me correct one
Right?
expression before you continue.
You called me and I
I
think
said,
I've
yes,
seen
no.
an answer.
Don't go yet. When it comes to me, you see CAN, Christian Association of Nigeria. I do not see them as Christian association. I see them as political organization. So I don't know where he got.
Why have you not condemned them? You have never for one day.
Are you? Do you say
condemned-
it every time I speak?
Maybe he has been following you up.
Has
No,
he?
no, no,
No,
no, this thing
Mr.
with
Loki,
evidence.
has he ever for one day condemned the can?
Matthew,
The issue is, I
what
said,
you are
I
saying-
Has he
don't
Hold on.
ever for one day
I'm
come
not-
here
I'm
to
not-
condemn
I'm not-
the general
I don't
overseers?
see CAN.
Matthew,
I don't
No,
see
he
CAN
has never
as
for one day
pastor.
used his voice to call
I
all
don't
these
see CAN as
pastors.
a Christian organization.
The Sultan is using his
But
I see them
voice.
as-
He has not.
Have you ever?
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't.
If they
So
don't-
I see you
if
as
they
a
don't-
sympathizer of this
If they
terrorism.
don't anything that
No,
I consider
I see you
wrong,
as a
tell me.
sympathizer
Okay,
of
Matthew,
this
I don't know what
religious
to say.
Matthew,
extremism.
sorry, both of you might be right, but what I'm saying, I'm going to have a different view today. I'll be blaming president. It's not the issue of president. I want to give an example now. Take, for example, when Borno was so on the news, you have a governor who came and take the bone of the horn. Do you know what the governor is doing? Every grain, every money, governor goes straight to the grassroots, lead. Let Plateau State governor, let other governor lead.
Lucky you are getting it wrong.
No, that's it. That is it.
You know why I
Not
say he's
the
getting it wrong?
president every day.
You know why I
every
say
day.
Lucky is getting
the
it
governor
wrong?
should do something.
If the governor will do it, let all rejig the secretary architecture. The governor do not command a fly, according to Jolan Jang. He said that while he was the governor of Plateau State, when he was facing frustration as regards what he could do in the face of insecurity surrounding his state. We need to rejig our security architecture. Amateku is the way to go. Let us have laws that empower them to bear sophisticated arms to combat crime and encourage other states to come up with similar arrangements.
Good.
That's the way to go,
Yes, I support that.
Mike.
All right, there's a little development in Ogun State. The governor of that state, that Abiodun, has voted about 5 billion naira to tackle cost of rising cost of food when they come in the state. I hope
In real term, no.
other governors-
Before you start hoping, in the real term, let us see how that money is being deployed. Let us see who is getting it. Let us get feedback from the society. Let us get feedback from the recipients. Let us get feedback from the vulnerable. Because government is quick to making blanket of statements.
That's the
5 billion is good amount of money, but will it get to the people?
Will it get to the people? I think that's our
It's a big
major
question.
problem in the country. Will it get to the If anyone wants to say something, will it get to the people?
Good morning, my people at home. The point, Mr. Matthew has hit the point. That is the point. These people, they are the typical example of people that this man Babara was describing in one of the songs. People that make sacrifice and also hit the sacrifice. One sebo, one keboje, or sebo keboje. They are the one making the sacrifice. They are the one eating the sacrifice. They will bring out that 5 billion naira under the cover of that they want to come to the head of masses. But the person that they will put in charge to monitor that money, that one will first of all remove 1 billion naira. That people self know what reason why they put him in that charge. That you are in charge of this, you know what to do. Eat your own. That one we eat. The whole food that the whole community will eat, that one we eat it. Before you begin to share the remaining one. The remaining one, they will use it to do politics. As far as I'm concerned, that man called Dapo Abiodun will not allow his enemy to share, to have even a grain of rice, a cup of rice in what he's trying to do. they used to self-interest, and the remaining one, they use it to do politics. They politicize everything, as I usually say. Now, please, quickly, let me rush to the point that I want to hit. It has now come to something of frequency that emir from the north, they will be condemning Asiwaju, or try to call Asiwaju to some attention. Fine, Asiwaju is not doing well, but Yoruba will say, Ajalata no, only you know, Ajala will be to his side. It is this set of people that is also contributing to Nigeria problem. Number one, when Buhari was there, when we were suffering, I have not heard them rushing out to condemn Buhari like this, or to complain. Have you ever seen Sultan of Sokoto rushing out to condemn Buhari administration like this? Just 8 months, this man has been sending our first lady to the president that we are suffering. Are we not suffering during Buhari regime? How many of our Oba send Buhari wife to Buhari that we are suffering? I just want to know, if you are saying I'm tribalistic or I'm being bigot, let me be bigot. It's part of it. Wait, Mr. It's part of it. I'm not exonerating. I'm not exonerating Buhari, but these people you are looking at, all these emir, now they were the one. It is their people that is causing Nigeria problem. If we are feeling hunger now, some part of the problem we have is because of insecurity. People cannot no longer go to the farm because of insecurity. Go and check. Who are the people that is causing insecurity? They are bandits. They are Fulanis. So in some men, they are part of it. We should call them to order that let Nigeria breathe. Allow people to go and farm. It is in their own region that they will be protecting bandits. We will want to arrest bandits. Gumi, I don't know which tribe Gumi belongs to. Maybe it's an Hausa or Fulani man. Gumi will be protecting them. All these emir and Sultan, they will be protecting them. If the way they are condemning Tinubu now, if they have been condemning the act of terrorism unleashed by their tribe men upon Nigeria, I think this thing will have been a bit subsidized. So they are also part of Nigeria problem. They should check, they should look inward before they rush to condemn.
The area I want to, I disagree and agree with you. That aspect. If the emir of Kano, Sultan of Sokoto, are now raising Abra, what stopped when Buhari was ruling 8 years? What stopped the southern leaders, Oba of Lagos, Oba of Benin, Oba of this Oba, to say Nigerians are suffering? If the emir can stand up and say Nigeria is city Abisota, Gunpowder, everybody is blaming Tinubu. You have to look inward. Everybody, including the south, including the north,
and I've told you, I've told you that they also have work to do.
I know.
They also have
work
to do. They should do it now. They are part of Nigeria's problem. Part of Nigeria problem now. They even share the light. You don't know that because Sanusi used to tell them truth. That's why they remove him. These people, they purposely and perpetually put their fellow citizens into abject poverty and in illiteracy, so that they will continuously mitigate their future, so that they will not understand. They were part of Nigeria problem. If to say the way south is being liberated, north is liberated like that, I'm telling you, it is there you will say the highest density of poverty, illiteracy is concentrated on the place. Let them start the problem from there. They are part of our Nigeria problem.
Let me give you. Do you know what I said? I don't want to blame the president much. I watched Borno governor yesterday. See the way he's disposing money, whether it be artisan, whether it be poor, whether it be party, different parties. Give it. They doesn't care whether you are facing. Asking some people to wear uniform. Look at Sanwo-Olu yesterday. Sanwo-Olu got out political people, got all of them, give them uniform. They go straight to this, gather them. And say want to share them millions to go invest. They are old men.
Thank you.
Old men sharing money for their body, but a new governor in the streets giving them rice, bag of rice. But go here.
Thank you.
You see they're giving you nylon.
Thank you.
It's very the sad governor are wicked.
Thank you, Mr. Goloki. I support you on this.
They're wicked.
Now, part of Nigeria, let me tell you, I don't know, the problem of Nigeria is so complicated. It's either you face president today, tomorrow you will see that the problem also belongs to the governor, especially Southwest governor.
Yes.
I don't know any other place. You see our Southwest governor. Some of them, they're supposed to flog them.
Yes, now.
The other time when they are sharing all these things, all this palliative, it circulated in the north.
In the north.
Come to the southwest. LCDA, they will give us 3 derrick of rice. LCDA, God punish some of them. I'm telling you. And almost all Nigeria governor now, there is question they're supposed to ask them. Falana said of recent, and I don't know, before when they share allocation, we hear it.
Yes.
This is the federal, this is the amount that the federal government, state government, and local government share in so quarter of a particular year. But why are we not hearing about it again? Until Falana now ask them and publish how much you give state governor and local government. Must Falana ask them before they publish it? Why boju about what the allocation that state government? All this our governor, they are collecting like times 3 of the money they used to collect before, and we don't see the result. It's only Tinubu you are blaming. Tinubu is a bad person, but what about our governor?
Insecurity. If you go to northern state, they gave gun to this vigilante. They gave them gun. Like Borno, they gave them gun. That's why they are succeeding. Why can't Plateau State do that? Why can't Kaduna State do that? Or why can't the Southwest do that? Must we wait for federal government? Because if you go to Edo now, most of the security they are vigilante, they gave them gun. I get me. Are you going to wait for federal government? So what they will do, the state to wake up. But I can see, I always blame President either Buhari or Tinubu. I see the state governor are not doing well. Even when they want to remove the subsidy, all the state governors agree together. But today they are blaming the president. Now, what are you doing with the money? Yesterday I saw them for TV. After all, to Alausa, think maybe I'm going to join them to see if they will put my name. The people I saw there is Afa Alahaji, all these old bishop, old men of 60 years, 70 years, wearing polo. These are political people who are leading NCDA. Now someone will come and say, I give Lagos money and rice, nothing. You should do like a Borno governor. He normally lead army, lead Zulu, lead the people to the bush and dislodge all these bandits. Tomorrow, Plateau is crying, waiting for federal government. My brother, this hardship has to be stopped by the governors. Have to stop by the governors. Okay, look at yesterday, ASU president, hold the meeting with federal government yesterday, that the law you promised us, student loan, you have not seen it. School fees is very high. What the federal government told them that they should go to any state, anywhere the high school fees, they should let them know. That 3 weeks time. 3 weeks time, that law of student will start. Now, how are you sure my daughter will get it?
You know the condition.
How are you sure poor people will get it?
Before you get loan, the condition. Okay, your great grandma certificate, you go bring them. And you go tell her where to kill them.
So,
all right.
Come. Today is sharp. Hunger take time, sharp. We don't need to talk much.
Right, Raphael, as much as we have intervening in this situation, hunger, we call it hunger pandemic, with about 5 billion naira we have other governors like Zulu of Borno State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State.
5 billion naira intervention fund.
Also, unveiling measures to cushion the effects of this hardship. But we have experts saying that no, what we need to do is to crash food prices. That would be better instead of distributing 42,000 tons of grains for free. Raphael, are the experts saying the truth? Are you in line with what the experts
the experts are saying the truth, and I want to hint something here. I want to make a suggestion. Instead of using Dapo Biodu, we should find somebody among Nigerians or an agency in Nigeria to spearhead that cause.
No, his own state. That's his own state.
Thank you so much. Ogun State, in recent time, has been the poorest state. I live in Lagos State. Sometimes I go to Ogun State using Ojodu axis, Alagbore, Agbole. Are you listening to me? So I see the situation of that state. The Ajuwon, the governor of that state. Oh my God. I came out here one day, I told the whole world that the most handsome governor as of now is Dapo Biodun. Very handsome man. And neat. Very neat. Oga, but Ogun State is thinking with poverty. Penury. Penury. Penury is another word for abject poverty. Ogun State is thinking with poverty, and the Bidakpo Biodun, or what do you call him, the most handsome governor, is trying to champion this cause of distributing or whatever his own state. 5 billion. Mike, let me tell you, we should stop acting famous. Benin Republic is smaller than Nigeria by far. They are not acting famous. Togo is as small as which local government in Anambra State? Ogama, I'm from Anambra East. We are the Otuocha people. We are the Anambra. That's where we come from. Togo is as small as us. Still, Togo is working. They are not acting film. Oga, let me tell you, this what do you call it? Intervention fund, 5 billion in Ogun State. Oga, the man is acting film. He just wants to show his face. And let me tell you that 5 billion is not going anywhere. If you go to Ogun State, you will see many abandoned, deserted state projects. Ogun State projects, deserted, abandoned, neglected. Biodun is coming up with 5 billion intervention fund, showing his better, neat, clean beers. To tackle rising cost of what? Mike, you have vast lands, vast arable land in Ogun State. Mike, in 1990s, I live in Egbado South. Listen, an urgent issues, and he has many solutions all around him. He abandoned it, pursuing rats. From Idiroko to Sangota is like how many kilometers? Empty lands. Sideways. The other way, you have the bells, a school owned by Obasanjo. The other way around, you have Canaan land. Winners Chapel, my brother. Hectares. From there, Tebutero, Ayetero, Owode, Ihumbo, Ajegule, to Idiroko, to Tube, empty lands. From Idiroko border, you see swamps that connected us to Dohami, former Dohami, Benin Republic. Empty lands. And this man is saying nonsense. Oga, they are being apprehensive that Nigerians are rising up. We are going to rise up against them. That's why you see this, hypocrisies all over the place. Intervention fund, 5 billion in Ogun State is hypochondrial. Anger, hypocritical, yeah, that one is for hypocrisy. Hypochondrial is just like anger, or you call it, See, let me tell you, everybody is annoyed now.
Is it true that Nigeria is sitting on
a keg of gunpowder? That is from Emir of Kano, Sultan of Sokoto.
Is it true?
It is true. Ask me why.
Why?
They are the people that hold the key of Nigeria. The Southerners have failed. We are errand boys to them because of chop biscuit, chop million, chop this. We bow before them. We are sitting on a keg of gunpowder. Why not telling the whole world that we are sitting on top of bomb during Buhari regime? Now, a Southerner is on the throne. Southerner also going to come out with that kind of bullshit. I'm not sitting on the keg of gunpowder. They are the ones sitting on the keg of gunpowder. Because during Buhari regime, we are sitting on the bomb, atomic bomb. Sultan of Sokoto was busy on religious activity. He could not tell them, say, don't go to Medina, don't go there, Hejira. Don't go there, Hejira. National Mosque of, what do you call it? Central Mosque of Medina. Don't go there. Thank you, Saudi Arabia. You do not tell them, oh, don't go. Spending money, overspending is there. No. All of them, they ties Imura. They ties Rapa, Imura. Okay. Nobody's sitting on keg of gunpowder then. Now, a Southerner is ruling. Sultan of Sokoto is telling us that we're sitting on a keg of gunpowder. What are we saying? Why should somebody that is a giant be talking and behave like what? Behaving like a dwarf. We are the giants of Nigeria, we the Southerners. This place is where the resources are coming from. And the Hausa dwarf, Fulani dwarfs, are berating us, belittling us, as if we are rats. Sultan of Sokoto should go and sit down. Let me say it.
There are questions asked that even if these grains are distributed, will it get to the poorest of the poor or to the targeted recipients? That's the question people are asking.
Thank you so much. 230 million, almost 250 million Nigerians. You are opening warehouse, compactedly stocked with grains, Abi, to distribute the bags of grains. How many persons are going to receive it? Okay, that's why I tell you that is they are dreaming. They are acting film. Nollywood, we are the cast. We are part of the cast. See, let me tell you, Nigerian government is bent on acting film on daily basis, selling it to the West. Okay, I'm not sitting on a keg of gunpowder. What I understand now is that ABC government has failed. Buhari has no plan. Tinubu started from where he stopped. Yes. Tinubu has no plan as well. So both governments are the same. Emirs, Obas, Afenifere, Ohaneze, they are beneficiaries of this current regime because they receive money from these political elites. They give them money so that they will come us down. The indigenous youths, the indigenous people of the north, hunger is too much there because in the north you have the highest number of what? Highest rate of what? Poverty. They are chopping concrete. We are complaining like this in Lagos. Do you know that area, they don't have water? No natural stream.
Can we have the Vanguard newspaper displayed on the screen? Let's quickly look at it. Insecurity. The Vanguard newspaper is saying something very, very, very crucial. Yeah. Bandits. Raphael, listen to me. Bandits now rape our women. Zamfara indigent lament. We are taking the right step to end it, says government spokesperson. We have sponsors. Suspected bandits tell security personnel. Yeah. We have sponsors. Yeah. Suspected bandits.
Thank you so
tell
much.
Security
that they personnel. Have sponsors. People that are backing them. People that are funding them. That's why when we were redesigning Naira, bandits and Boko Haram received the new notes before us. I said it yesterday. Yes. They were showing us on the social media. They received it before us. So let me tell you, Mike.
Look at what people are
fighting for. We have it here.
We have it here.
Thank you. The North should take care of insecurity in the North. I said it yesterday. Repetition of one thing. I don't like it. The North, Sultan of Sokoto, Emir of Sokoto, Emir of Reno, blah, blah, blah. May Boronu or Boronu, they should take care of Boko Haram and bandits. They are the ones that are causing insecurity in the North. And again, let me reply. They are raping our women in the farm on the daily basis. It's a lie, Mike. Ask me why. Why? I don't come again. It is an Islamic tradition to abduct any woman you deem fit when you see him. Yes, they marry by force. You know how many people that were abducted during Buhari regime? 2015. No. Raping. Raping is within the religion of whatever, the practices within Islamic religion. Yes. Oga, when they grab a woman, abduct her, and they what? Abscond for a long time. Before you know it, he get belle. 2, 3, 4. He don't become his wife. Are they not the same? Why should we be misinterpreting abduction, raping, and the other one? Oga, they are all the same. If you see a minor you like, as a Fulani man, rob. That one, they arrested him in Kano State. Did you know how the case go? Before they arrested him, that girl from Bayelsa, abducted from Bayelsa State, don't get belle, born many. Oga, they abducted how many girls? Leah Chaibu was among them. All of them don't born now. They get many children. Is there any case like that? That is Islam for you. Oga, bandits, they are celebrating themselves because it is within the Islamic religion to abduct and rape minors, to abduct and rape the beautiful girls, to marry 24 wives as long as you have money. Oga, no bandit is raping their women. It is their tradition and culture there.
We have IK Andrews saying something here. Where were the northerners? Where were the northern emirs and northern elders when Buhari was in power?
Thank you so much.
How many of them cautioned and reprimanded Buhari over his excesses and bad governance?
Thank you so much. Now, because Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, Sultan of Sokoto is trying to tell us that they can no longer pacify with their youths. They can no longer calm their youths down. They are going to unleash their youth against the Tinubu regime so that Hausa youth, Fulani youth will come out and mob everybody, every Southerner in the north. Is that not where he's going? Where was he during Buhari regime when things were going out of hand? Are you not reading meanings in it? See, Buhari regime is still the worst regime. I know that Tinubu regime is now being unbearable, getting unbearable. Oga, Buhari regime can never be compared to Al-Shabaab regime in Somalia. Listen and listen good. What is happening in Yemen and Syria during the Arab offspring, how do they put it? Arab commotion in 2011. Oga, is never compared to Buhari regime. Buhari regime is the worst regime any man could witness in the world. Nobody could ever say Tinubu regime is worse than a lie. It is a continuation from where Buhari regime stopped that Tinubu starts. See, let me tell you, Sultan of Sokoto should what? Zip up his mouth. If care is not taken, we are going to provide cellophane, or what do you call it, sellotape, to add it to it. He should shut up his mouth. These people have killed this country with religious activities, religious ideology. See, let me tell you, time shall come when everybody will know what we are saying today. Sultan of Sokoto should close his mouth. Tinubu regime is not worse than Buhari regime. Buhari regime, Tinubu regime is a continuation. Both are the same.
All right, time first.
Fuck you, motherfucker!
I've told you to stop making that kind of voice.
See, Tinubu regime is never worse. It's never worse. Come and talk here. Stop. Oga, come and talk.
Don't make that kind of voice.
Oga, come and talk. Come and talk. Oga, come and talk.
But that shouldn't have warranted him.
Tinubu regime is the worst regime ever. I can mention my name is Pastor James Joseph for MFM, Mountain of Fire Miracle Ministry. Okay. We have not seen regime like Tinubu regime. He was prophesying to us. All the promises made to us is fake. In Jonathan regime, one bag of rice was 7,000 naira. In Yaradua regime, one bag of rice was 6,000 naira. In Buhari regime that he brought into power, one bag of rice was 29,000 naira. Now, Tinubu regime, one bag of rice is 70,000 naira now. Why is it telling that Tinubu regime is not worse than the Buhari regime? Every masses in this Nigeria is suffering. They are crying. He's worse than every other regime. That is what I have.
Go and farm.
I think
Go and farm. Stop vibrating.
I think Raphael needs.
Go and farm.
Let me talk, please. I think this guy needs proper orientation.
Yes, he does. Yes. Apologies. On behalf of Raphael, I apologize.
It's not that's rubbish.
Please, I apologize. Raphael allows his emotions to many times override his logical reasons. I apologize on behalf of Raphael for using those, buzzer words. I apologize. Please. I apologize on his behalf.
When you suspend, you see viewers that will be calling.
I apologize.
Apologize, begging.
Please, I apologize on his behalf. Raphael sometimes allows his emotions override his.
The man is a passerby. Are you getting me now?
Yes.
You don't need to use that kind of word.
I apologize.
Please. All right, let's get back to business. Nigeria sitting on their keg of Gunpowder-Sultan. We're talking about the issue of hunger in the country. Of course, governors of various states are trying to unveil measures to cushion the effects of hunger in the land. Like Fabiano, 5 billion naira, budgeted for this, just to cushion the effects of this subsidy removal, because everything still boils down to the issue of subsidy removal.
Yeah.
So now, the experts are warning that the government should be very, very careful.
The
It's not all
exporters
about
or the importers?
experts,
Okay, the expert.
economic
Oh, okay.
experts, saying that it's not all about distributing food to the vulnerable. Why not crash food prices instead of distributing it? And for how long will Nigeria eat 42,000 tons of grains? That's what they're saying. Don't you think the government should follow the advice of this economic experts?
Thank you for having me. And who are those economic experts? Because if we are not mistaken, majority of the economic experts pushed for subsidy removal. Majority of the economic experts demanded for unification of the dollar. Right? This government came on board. It did these two key, economic policies. I listened to the man who just came on board now. He was just, vibrating that rice is not something thousand. This is an indictment on all of us that we have been unproductive for many years. But that is not an argument for today, because I know people are not ready to listen to that word. People are not ready to accept that Nigeria, most especially in our farming and co, we the Southerners are not playing our part. We have left farming business as a whole to the Northerners. So because the Northerners are suffering from high level of insecurity, we are all having this high rise of food prices. But for how long are we going to continue these conversations? For how long are we going to continue these conversations, right? The Sultan, who experienced how things went bad under Buhari, the Sultan who witnessed how Deborah was burnt alive like, a Christmas goat. The Sultan who saw how Rhoda was apprehended. Rhoda was imprisoned for speaking up for Deborah. The Sultan, not for one day, went out to go for an aluta against Buhari. For how long are we going to continue this hypocrisy? For how long are we going to continue this hypocrisy? Let me tell you, the first step to providing solution to every problem is for you to identify the exact challenge you have. Today we can all agree that Nigeria is not productive. There are so many things we could do in-house that we have not been doing, and everybody's attention is now re-engineered to productivity. Today we understand that yes, we have to be productive. Our governors today are now getting more scared. Our governors today people are now focusing more on the governors now. Right? Because if we were in a working economy, ordinarily, food inflation is a function of the state governors. Because the right to land behoves within the powers of the state government. Is it not a shame that since 1999, we don't have any state that has a massive farm estate that is into cargo export, that is into maybe farm export? Is it not a shame? The federal government has little to do when it comes to agriculture. That's the truth. The state governors control all the lands, right from the south down to the north. But the system we are operating is, I'll go to Abuja, I collect pack, I go back, I share. When I have the time, I'll do 1 or 2 roads. My followers will say ranka dede, and that's it. Right? Many a times they don't empower the farmers. Just recently, during the festive period, the senators and the House of Rep were given 3 million and 200 million respectively. What happened? What happened? Who is your best representative? Your best representative for your constituency is your senator and House of Rep. The question is the federal government financing these people to cater for you? Yes, but they are not doing it. But we go back to call out the federal government. Why are we so confused? Your next representative after the House of Rep and Senator is your state government. Is your state government correcting FAC allocation? Yes. Zamfara State used to collect 4 billion. Now they are collecting 7 billion. After this unification and subsidy removal. Right? Why are they not representing the people? I did a little calculation. Ekiti, since 1999, Ekiti has accrued over 2 trillion in federal allocation. Go to Ekiti State. What is happening there? Let me tell you, if, for example, Benue today, the state governor did all he should have done since 1999, provide basic amenities for the people. The state governor is responsible for pipe one water. It is not federal government. Pipe one water for water to be rushing in your compound. It is your state governor that is. If the Benue governor have done that, provide farm estate for farmers, give them farm tools, provide good schools, good roads. I am telling you today, there will not be insecurity in Benue State. The reason why there's no high level of insecurity in Lagos is because people understand that when they come to Lagos, they will still see money. There is abundance of opportunity in Lagos. The same thing in River State. Culmination of the state governors, their failures. Listen, if dollar had gone to 2,000, if Benue was being productive and it's been supported by the state governors right from time, I am telling you, tomato will still be cheap in Benue State. It's the truth. It's the truth. There's no gainsaying in that. The governors have failed. Even Lagos State governor have failed because Lagos State should have moved beyond this level it is. Since 1999, Delta State has received nothing less than 5 trillion in federal allocation. Why is Delta State not a Dubai? Delta State are so rich in palm oil. Is it not a shame we don't have a palm oil industry? Is it the federal government that come and set that up for you? After your state governor in Delta State, your federal representative, your senators and your House of Reps, they collected 3 million and 200 million respectively. They did not share it to you. But at the end of the day, we will go to the president. I don't get it. Do you expect the president to just go and give a nobody? According to the constitution, your representative is your House of Rep. And if you believe those people are not your representative, why have you not protested against them? Until a day will come that we understand that the issue we have in this economy, right? Our state governors and our National Assembly members, they are the ones, right? They are the ones holding us back. The state governors don't want local government autonomy. So I'm welcome.
You want to say something? Oh, yeah, quickly. Before we go. Come closer to the mic, sir.
I want to inform people that
To the mic, sir. Please.
last week my house was burned. My house
That's not what we are discussing here, sir. We're discussing politics here.
Yeah.
You tell me that after the program. Thank you so much. And on this note, we say goodbye to you on today's edition of this program. Join me next time on the same platform. My name is Michael Adekole behind the camera. I have Malik there. That's the videographer doing a great job there. All right, our social media handles are displayed on the screen. You can join me on Facebook at Michael Timothy Adekole, on Instagram, Michael Timothy Adekole, and on TikTok, Mike Flip TV. Thank you so much, everyone. Tomorrow is another day. Bye.